freaking course, of course. Hello everybody, welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillian today, along with...
He is a mighty Lieutenant Rakir at your service, along with... Oh, wait. Welcome back into...
There we go. And yeah, welcome back to Zenless Zone Zero, where, yeah, normally we'd be starting at the, the start screen and such, but Rakir was being driven mad by the freaking bamboo nose ads. It would be nice if they added in some new ones every so often.
Hold on. You're blaming me?
Yeah, you're the one complaining about it.
Yeah, I did, but you said you accidentally clicked one time too many.
True. So I guess we're both at fault. Oh, so let me double check something. Okay, Shotcut, the video editing program that I use, is still rendering one of the Terminator's videos, but it should be done in about 2 minutes, so yeah, hopefully that shouldn't cause too many troubles. Anyways, what are they up to here? And yeah, last time we got introduced to these two, and yeah, learned that Minato is actually a part, or actually a friend with Yuzuha here. And yeah, basically it turned out that Damien, well, while the lesser evil last time, is still being a fucking asshole here, so yeah, looks like he's having his Palpatine moment. So let's see what we can do about, well, stopping that.
Here, Val.
Okay. And I'm actually pulling a blank on who the hell we're interrogating. I guess we'll see in a second again.
Signorine, who's still not done with the interrogation?
It appears there's been some progress. I think I heard Master Pan say... Ah, that's right. Just tell us. Let's wait a little longer. Master Pan must have watched a ton of crime dramas. He even said lines like, "Lighter sentence if you confess, harsher if you resist. Want some fried rice? And, sorry, I'm a mystic."
Really?
I think we can see a pattern with this one. I think that she has been reading a lot of novels and watching a lot of movies and series.
Are you alright, Alice? Being the bait must have been pretty scary.
Right, yeah, there was that guy that tried to lure her away. Only to get, well, jumps by all of us, pretty much. Okay.
There's no need to worry. I'm quite alright. I may not be the best at dealing with unexpected situations, but thankfully, we were prepared for this one.
Yeah, you're probably happy you got to ambush the ambusher.
Yeah. Oop, not long ago, on the way back from Salem Bay, where we discovered where the stuff is coming from.
Did you guys feel anything?
What are you talking about?
You mean the guy that's following us? So you also felt as if we were being followed?
Bill being the only one not noticing, apparently.
Yeah. At first I thought I was just being paranoid because we ran into Miss Timefield and Miss Isolde. But now it's clear we've had a tail since this morning. What should we do? Should we get him?
We could go for it, sure. But then what? There's Porsa Lumex personnel and security mechs nearby. Taking them all the way back to Swabian Temple just isn't feasible.
I agree with the proxy. Besides, they probably haven't tried anything because we've got numbers on our side. Once one of us is alone, chances are he'll make his move. If we can figure out who they're after, we might be able to bait them into slipping up.
No, we did manage to do that.
I think I'm probably the one they're after. How come?
Because she's on the quote-unquote inspection team, which is basically just here on invite to have snacks and rubber stamp whatever Damien puts in front of their nose.
Because I just remembered. The crate that hit my window last night had the exact same label as the one we saw in the hollow.
I'm pulling a blank on what crate she... Yeah, the one that we found in the
were
hollow, that's the
right.
one I'm blanking on.
That fake concierge really was the one smuggling stuff into the hollow. They tried to go after Alice just because she saw the crate. Whatever they're moving, it has to be something big.
Okay, how would they have figured out that she saw the thing in the first place?
But have you seen her belt? Oh,
Master
damn it.
Pen and
Yeah.
Mr.
Changed.
Pomino are coming out.
Yeah, basically the belt that's acting as a mood ring for her, huh?
Yeah.
I pointed this out last time as well, I'm pretty sure, but it's similar to... Well, it's similar but more obvious than Trigger's mask.
Senior, how did the interrogation go?
Ah, he confessed. He told us everything. Come
Oh.
on, let's step away a bit. Don't want that guy overhearing us. Don't worry, Beelion and the others are watching him. All right, this spot'll do. I'll keep it short. That guy was smuggling ether explosives into the hollow.
Okay.
No wonder it was so heavy.
Exactly. It was disguised as insulation material during transport, but he didn't dare swap in stronger ropes, worried it'd raise suspicion. That's why the ropes snapped during the lift.
Alright. Yeah, we found a base in the hollow. Yeah, with boxes labeled as insulation material, but, well, that was clearly... what was being moved was clearly heavier than that.
He heard
Okay.
Alice shout, and since the crate was damaged, assumed she'd seen the explosives. So he decided to silence her, fearing the whole thing would be exposed.
Okay, so
Wait.
that... How did he recognize her by her...
Hold up. Does that mean the one that crashed into her window while she was trying to sleep was not the other two?
Emma?
Yeah, so wait. It was obviously the Tanuki that was on the box, but I guess they wasn't the one moving the crate, maybe.
Yeah, I'm guessing Kama was, like, supposed to climb down from the crate or something. But yeah, this confirms that Yusaha was not the one at the controls, which, well, I also questioned how the hell she would have gotten up there in the first place, but yeah, that explains that now. Okay. And, yeah, how would he recognize her by voice, though?
So that's what happened. But I never even saw what was inside the crate. Pitiful. Trying to hide one crime by committing an even greater crime.
That, or he just looked up who was in the room that he heard the sound from.
Maybe, and we have heard her scream. She has quite a memorable one.
Yeah, good chance that she has managed to accidentally disturb the peace by getting startled like that multiple times since she arrived here.
Good thing you all stayed sharp. He played himself and walked right into the trap.
Okay, but yeah, what were they up
What
to
are
with
they planning to do
explosives?
with the explosives?
He doesn't know the exact plan. He's at the bottom of the chain. The orders came from his superior at Porcelumex.
Okay, for which we'd have 3 candidates to lead that too. The 2 co-leads at the moment, and of course Damien, who has basically blackmailed Alice into coming here.
But he said they've been transporting them for 2 weeks now. I did a quick estimate, and the amount of explosives in the hollow is already enough to flatten 100 Swabian temples.
Okay, so more than plenty to destroy a whole residential block. Okay.
Definitely planning to use those explosives to destroy something.
Yeah, the question then becomes, destroy what?
It's clear now that their crimes aren't just about profiting from illegally producing high-value goods. There's a lot more going on.
Yeah, I agree. By the way, we also have some good news and bad news. Which do you want first?
Okay, let's start with the bad
Let's
first.
hear the bad news first. Maybe the good news will cheer me up after.
All right.
Also,
The bad news is, he said tomorrow night is the final run for transporting the explosives. But on the other hand, we found an access card and password on him. You can finally get into that elevator you couldn't access before.
okay, that is good news
So that
indeed.
means tomorrow's the deadline, and their plan is about to succeed. What's everyone thinking?
Well, we go stop it, of course.
We must stop them. As a member of the Timefield family, I can't just stand by and do nothing in the face of such evil.
I'm surprised user, huh?
What's wrong? I always thought you were just a nervous, wishy-washy overthinker. Never figured you had this much fire in you.
Miss Timefield, Yuzaha means she's really grateful you're willing to keep helping us. And so am I, of course.
This Minato having to act as freaking translator for her.
Monato, next time you skip internship classes to work on your side gigs, don't expect me to cover for you.
All right, everyone. It looks like we've made our decision. Let's head back into the Hollow tomorrow morning for another investigation. If we find any critical clues, we'll call for backup immediately.
Sounds like a plan. Tomorrow, Junior Wise and I will provide support from within the temple. Junior Bell, give Shifu a call now. Let's see what she says. It's getting late, and we've got an early start tomorrow. You should all stay at Swabian Temple tonight. That way, we can look out for each other.
Yeah, because that goon could have just been one of many that were working on this.
Belle, you go ahead and call Yishu and Shifu first. We'll take care of everyone's accommodations.
Okay, yeah. As a reminder, Yishuan, Fufu, and the last one, they are off up on the mountain. Missed out on what they were saying. Can they repeat that? Can we really fit everyone in Swabian Temple? Don't worry, I've got this. Swabian Temple may not have many rooms, but it keeps things quiet tomorrow, so we'll speak. You good with that, princess? Okay, so basically them showing a room. Alright. Oop. You dial Shifu's number and tell her everything that has happened over the past few days.
I see. In any case, Belle, you must all be extremely careful when you head into the Hollow tomorrow. Porsalumix has been busy dealing with the safety investigation, yet our enemies haven't faltered in carrying out their plans. That means they're out of time and desperate to act.
So you mean that they don't have full control over the situation? There's some other factor that's forcing them to act?
It must be so. I shall head out once I settle things tomorrow and should be back at Swabian Temple by night. Strictly speaking, Yunquei Summit should stay out of Waifei Peninsula's affairs, but given the urgency, we'll make an exception.
Okay.
That's great! It's such a relief knowing you'll be with us, Shifu.
How else would I prove my worth as your Shifu? Oh, right.
Oh.
Nothing. Never mind.
Okay, what did you just want to tell us?
What is it, Shifu?
Well, it's nothing particularly significant. Just these past few days I've had a lingering sense of unease. A few days after we brought the corruption incident under control, some of the data piles in the Hollow suddenly went inactive again. But this time, the data pile failure was brief. The officials believe it was just normal interference caused by the increased miasma levels. I hope I'm just overthinking it.
Yeah, pretty sure that's going to be a bit more than just that,
that's
huh?
all. Go get some sleep. If you want to stay strong, a good sleep schedule is better than any technique.
Understood. I'll go and check if everyone's done tidying up.
Then I'll leave you to it. See you tomorrow.
Okay. Discussing accommodation arrangements with everyone. Fufu are super generous, don't feel pressured about it. I'm sure those girls can share a room. Of course, if Miss Ukinami has any concerns, I'm cool with it if you are. The house doesn't have enough rooms, so my sister and I have always shared one. Okay, a sister as well.
Belle, the call's already over? I was just about to go say hi to Shifu myself.
Wise just continuously getting the short end of the stick of this, huh?
Have the rooms been arranged?
We're still trying to figure that out. No one's comfortable taking Shifu's room or Senior Fufu's room. And the room Alice stayed in before is being used to hold a prisoner.
But Miss Ukinami and I just decided to share a room.
In that case, why don't you two stay with me? My room is a bit more spacious since I have to keep the HDD in there. It'll be like a sleepover.
No problem. Whatever makes you happy.
After that, everyone worked together to move the furniture and set up the bedding, folding beds, and everything else.
Are you sure it won't be too cramped with the three of you staying here?
Don't judge our space needs by your build! Besides, with this kind of vibe right now, doesn't it feel just like a field trip?
Okay.
Wow, you're right! I've heard all about them before, but I've never actually been on one of those trips myself.
Go
It's very
ahead.
complicated you mentioned that. For last time we streamed, we were talking about how those three could fit in one of those rubber boats, but adding him
Yeah,
is either those three or him alone.
on the little rubber dinghy. Or inflatable dinghy. Yeah. Also, I'm kind of curious how this scene would have gone with Wise being played. Like, would it still be three in one room, or I find that doubtful. Okay. Also, just these two are basically the exact opposite, huh? The one that is relatively poor, but still living very reasonably, and, well, is very much into the spooky. And then we have the rich girl who basically freezes up like one of those goat that will lock up when startled.
Oh dear.
You never went on a field trip as a student? No, never. My school has a lot of aristocratic kids, so they thought trips were too risky, and didn't want us spending time showing off and competing like that either. So, we never had one. Perfect!
Makes
Then
sense.
tonight, you get to experience the joys of commoner life. First on the agenda, ghost stories.
Of course.
Wait! Ghost stories?
No.
And Alice is regretting every decision in her life right now.
Judging by that face, milady, I can tell that you're the perfect audience. Don't worry, I'll make sure it's a night you'll never forget.
A night she might not survive.
Ooh, count me in too.
It's teaming
What's
up on her.
wrong?
Mhm.
My belt feels a bit heavy. I wanted to take it off, but the buckle seems to be jammed. Hold still.
Okay.
Let me take a look. We sometimes get similar issues with the crafts at our shop, so I always carry a toolkit with me. See? Here.
Nope. Small repair tool. A rather exquisite folding crochet needle. Interestingly, it was placed at the back of a colorful decoration resembling a character in a cartoon. And it looks like it was improvised from a hairpin. Okay. Of course, with the tanuki leaf. I wonder if there's actually in in pop culture or in mythology if there's any connections between rabbits and tanuki or something. Because I know there's two species separate, showing up in, well, Eastern mythology, but not sure about them combined.
I'm sure, but I don't. What little I know about the actual tanuki thing is extremely vague, and it's mostly a meme about their.
Yeah. And just playing tricks, to which, well, Yasuha fits plenty on that part.
Yeah, I'm just glad they did not go all in on the other meme, for that would probably prevent it from being aired.
Yeah, that would have jumped the rating from 12 to 18 immediately.
Yeah, even though that is strangely allowed in many anime for younger audience without issue for some reason.
Yeah, probably because it's more culturally accepted in Japan. Okay, since, well, it's part of their mythology, so kids will know about that beforehand even.
Yeah,
anyways,
they don't. When they do show up, they don't do anything adult in nature. So I think that's they don't cross that line.
It's a little tool I made by modifying a hair clip. It's also my lucky charm. You probably recognize this character, right? That show was super popular when we were kids.
Magic Sailor Boo?
Wow, it's Magic Sailor Boo! I used to wait for it to air every week when I was little. How nostalgic.
Sailor Moon? But Bang Bro.
It's just me that does her voice like the sound almost like she's more used to well, voice act for younger audience or something?
Not sure.
Sometimes she sounds just fine, but other times it sounds like she's well, talking in a kid show or something.
Yeah, it could be that she's playing it up a bit.
That might be also it. That could be it.
As in, well, the voice actor and Yuzuha herself. Now reminded that Team 4-Star has started to abridge freaking Sailor Moon. I need to go watch that still. At least 2 episodes are out now, I believe. Okay.
Right. Yes. Are you all right? You don't look too happy. Is there something wrong with the hair clip? It's nothing.
Your belt says something else.
Don't brush me off. Something's definitely bothering you, right?
Also, are we ever going to be told anything about the belt?
Actually, I had a pair of hair clips just like this when I was little. They were my favorite, but I lost one of them. How did you lose it?
Yeah, there's a bit more than that going on with it.
Looking at Alice's expression, it doesn't seem as simple as just losing something.
This isn't my first time in Wi-Fi Peninsula. When I was very young, I came here once with my grandfather and father. We visited Porcelumix's lab inside the Hollow.
Okay, we've seen kids be brought into the Hollow before with this, but even then, still, that is very what is the word? Irresponsible.
Yeah.
Especially since we've seen with Piper and such the effects that well, the ether exposure can cause in, well, rare conditions, I presume, but still, we don't want Batman versions of Batman's baby doll running around in this world, aka people who look extremely young but are actually like 40 or 50 years old.
Yeah, I forgot what the name of the condition is, but it is a real thing. The development for Batman is a worse version of that.
Yeah. For short, for people unaware of either of that, basically whatever the syndrome is called, or syndrome, sickness, whatever it basically doesn't allow puberty to happen ever. So basically locking people into, well, a child's body. I think it can probably be partially remedied these days by applying growth hormones, but not sure on that.
Maybe I haven't heard of it. The first time I was introduced to it was thanks to CSI, which I think did have those characters twice.
Okay.
Not in the same CSI series, but probably two different ones, but still within, you can say, the CSI universe franchise.
Yeah. I still have, I believe, a good amount of the seasons of the first series. 7 full seasons at least. I'm not sure how many seasons there were in full. But yeah, it is also something that is extremely rare, I presume. Since, well, it's not really that well known outside of, well, fictional characters with it and such.
Yeah, I think CSI have spread some awareness of it. But yeah, as far as I know, what I've heard elsewhere, it's not easy.
Yeah. And this is different from people who are, I believe the most modern description of it is little people, previously called, well, the opposites of elves. But since we're talking about real people, I will not use the word because they consider it very offensive, I believe. But yeah, that is a different, not sure what to call it, genetic malfunction or whatever. Not my place to judge what that is or isn't and what it would be qualified as. But yeah, let's just continue with this.
It was my first time being in a hollow, so I was really excited and wore the clips that day. But just as we were leaving Wi-Fi Peninsula, I suddenly realized the left one was missing.
I get a feeling I know where this is going.
At that point, our whole family was already in the car heading home. But when my father saw me crying over that lost clip, he got out of the car. Daddy, can you really find my Sailor Boo?
Of course. It's your favorite hair clip. We have to find it.
Lionel? Okay.
I just happen to have some more questions for the lab researchers anyway. You and Grandpa head home. I'll be back once I find your hair clip.
Thank you, Daddy! It's a promise then!
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's more than what we may have thought.
If you don't, you can't come back!
Oh no.
That's a choice of words that she will grow to regret.
Your wish is my command, little princess. Sir Lionel shall reclaim your lost treasure without fail.
I never imagined that would be the last time I'd ever see him. Huh? My father got into a car accident on the way home. Public security believes it was caused by fatigue. He crashed into the guardrail on a sharp turn. The fire from the crash was so severe. Grandpa couldn't bear for me to see my father like that. So I only attended his funeral.
I have a suspicion the accident was no accident.
Can I ask one more thing? What happened to the hair clip you lost?
Public security searched the crashed vehicle, but found nothing like the hair clip. Not even any fragments. I lost it, and I said those things to him. That's why...
Don't be ridiculous! This wasn't your fault! You can't blame yourself like that!
Yuzuha, are you alright?
Sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
It's quite alright. I know you mean well, Miss Ukinami. It's not often we get to talk, and I really brought the mood down. Let's change topics. Oh, right. Since Miss Ukinami's hair clip is a good luck charm, there must be a story behind it. Would you be willing to share?
I'm guessing she found it around the same time.
It's nothing special, really. This hair clip was simply the first gift I got when I was a kid, so I kept it as a lucky charm.
Okay, so she didn't find it herself.
But she have her suspicions now.
Yeah. It's clear that Yuza is not stupid, but she's also not too prone to sharing all that she knows, I think.
That's it? I thought there'd be some dramatic, plot twisty story behind it.
Same.
I thought the same as Belle and Mr. Komono.
I'm not hiding anything. I'm just telling it like it is. And come on! We all know each other pretty well by now, so you don't have to keep calling me Miss Ukinami or Manato Mr. Komono. Especially every time I hear you say Mr. Komono, I have to hold back my laughter so hard my abs start to hurt.
Very well. From now on, let's be more casual with one another.
To be honest, Alice, you were the only one not being casual. After chatting for a while, Manato and Wise go back to their room. You have to fight the urge to keep talking and obediently close your eyes, knowing you all had things to do the next day.
Wait.
Dawn.
I think we just have an answer what would happen if we were playing Wise.
Yeah, this scene would have happened probably, but just to help with setting up for Belle and the girls. Okay.
Everyone's up. Looks like we're all in good shape. Let's get ready to move out.
Yeah, the true superpowers of every video game character, huh? The lack of need for freaking coffee in the morning.
People have been able to be fine without coffee for generations.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Belle, you take everyone to the Hollow with Eos. Senior Inhu and I will support you from afar.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure coffee doesn't really have much of an effect on me either, but I use it as an excuse to just get half a mug of coffee, half a mug of chocolate milk in the morning. Okay. So yeah, either through caffeine or sugar, it'll wake me up.
just, again, you're banned from energy drinks.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody heck, don't take those in the morning. I feel like that'd be a bad idea.
Belle, how are your preparations going? Should we head to the Hollow now? Let's go. Okay. The official records state that the lab and its surroundings have been abandoned for years. The area isn't as dilapidated as one might expect. Okay, back into this place.
It looks like a tree, but it also looks like it's just a very large flower.
Just branches of something growing out of the building itself.
Yeah, have you seen it in color? It might help us a bit more. But is there some kind of a plant and not a mushroom? Do you think growing out of that branch just makes you wonder if that is maybe has some mushroom in it?
And we've seen similar in the Miasma Hollows. Let's see. Soon after you arrive near the elevator area from yesterday.
All right, people, let's move. We can use that elevator now.
Let's see. Proper clearance and the password. The access card's right here. Master Pen mentioned the code should be 110011. Let's try that now. Oh, we actually need to put it in ourselves. Rather easy passwords. And again, a lot of people probably need to know it, so making it too difficult would, well, lead to problems of people getting stuck outside.
And it's still not a number you guess.
There's a lot of porcelain crates here.
Those are Obscuras.
Hello, Fairy.
Sample component analysis in progress. Analysis complete. The target's composition is a 99.97% match with the Obscura shard you possess, Master.
Wait, what?
Looks like the shard we found came from here.
Basically, we found where this shard was manufactured. Okay.
Obscura and the explosives. Both definitely point to the same place.
Go ahead.
You remember how the shard looked, right?
Yeah.
Okay, once the cutscene is over, let's take a look at the boxes. For I think it may have answer to something we've been asking last time as well.
I'm pretty sure she's talking about the composition of it and not that it just matches fully one-to-one, but let's see.
Everyone, I just checked. The Obscura here has no coating. It's probably been stashed here temporarily, waiting to be coated.
Okay.
So, this place really is the factory where they produce the Obscura?
There's no doubt about it.
Okay, but someone must have noticed an influx of these in the market
There's
eventually.
a door ahead. Behind it should be the open-air workshop where they cure the coatings. Let's get going. We need to do a full investigation of this place.
And why do I get
Let's
the
open the door
feeling...
quick so we can investigate the inside of the factory.
Oh,
Okay.
yep, we can see there the part that we found as a fragment.
Yeah, so that being able to float.
Oh,
That
here's one.
must say, tell us how damn light they are.
Yeah, then again, they are hollow, it seems. Or at least partially hollow. Like, I'm forgetting what these things are supposed to be.
But they're supposed to hold ether testing and such.
Ether
To
containers.
transport outside of Hollow.
Okay, so that would also
yeah.
require them to be lightweight, or relatively lightweight.
Look towards the wall, Captain. Behind you. Turn again.
Yeah, the flower. Or quote-unquote flower.
Yeah. I do not trust it.
Yeah, this place is going... I get the feeling those explosives are meant to bring this place down once they have no use for it anymore. Okay. Oh, incorrect passwords. Wrong passwords. Did the guy we caught yesterday hold out on us? Everyone stay calm. Senior Yinhu already asked. According to the guy we caught, this door's password is regularly updated based on the elevator's code, and the specific rules are in a log next to the door. And I don't see anything like that around here. Could they have gotten scattered? There are quite a few papers on the ground around here. Maybe. Let's look around, Belle. Okay, that explains it.
Passcode doors here.
It's for, well,
I'm getting
better security.
super curious about what secrets they're hiding in here.
So, yeah, that does make sense for, well, the grunts to bring stuff in. The code is simple, but the codes past that cycle regularly. Okay, yeah, that is a lot better security. Let's see. Fifth, the solidification process for this batch of 10 Obscura has been completed. The Obscura will be transported to the materials lab tomorrow morning for sample assembly. Assembly work is expected to be completed next Monday. Please proceed to the main entrance of the materials lab that evening to transport the Obscura out of the hollow via Route C. Note, the storage location for the Obscura will be notified separately. 7th, effective today, the workshop entrance password has been reset. The new password is identical to the elevator password. Okay, that is not the case anymore. Looks like this notebook is the log we need. From the text above, the materials lab hasn't been abandoned. The Obscuras produced here are still getting shipped over. They need 10 Obscura sample containers at once. It seems like they're running a large-scale experiment. That does sound suspicious, but never mind that for now. Belle, look, there really is a clue about the password in the log. And if it's the same as the elevator password, it should be... Didn't they just try that? The pages at the back of the log are missing. The password was probably changed later, yep. Let's keep looking. Alright.
Yeah, I thought was something was off, but that makes sense that the parts are missing.
Yeah, I get the feeling we're misremembering what the Obscura are. Like, I think they are more than just containers, but I guess we'll have to see. Obscura is generally a term that's used with photo cameras and such, but that's not the case here. Let's see. Thermo-setting unit malfunction has been fixed on the 17th. 19th, password change scheduled for tomorrow. New rule, add 1 to the third and fourth digit of the current passwords. Okay, so it's just 1. Look, the password's been changed, just as we thought. Okay, previous password was 110011. Then add 1 to the third and fourth to just have 1. Great, that's the new password done and dusted, but don't you think this whole password change is a bit half-baked? Guess the staff here aren't too hot with numbers. Yes, just like you, Manato. Oh, she definitely deserved a sock bonk for that one. Okay, 27. Starting tomorrow, the third batch of explosives will be transported to the lab via Route A and stored in the designated warehouse. All items within the lab and factory premises will be destroyed in the demolition. Removal of... come on. I forgot to change the category, it seems. Okay, then. There's always something I forget, huh? Also, hello, trucker.
2 things it was this time.
Yeah. Okay, hope you're doing well. And, yeah, we have been streaming Timberborn here and there as a filler game since, well, we finished with Mass Effect yesterday. Let's see. All items within the lab and factory premises will be destroyed in the demolition. Removal of items from the hollow is strictly prohibited. Critical documents will be destroyed in advance at the predetermined location tomorrow. To ensure on-site safety, all personnel must ensure the gates are closed before entering or leaving. No exceptions. The following day's password will be changed periodically. Change rule, subtract 1 from the first and last digits. Okay, so 0, 11, 11, 11, 0. But that also means that the demolition is planned for today. Okay, here's the stuff about explosives on the log. Seems like the enemy's trying to blow this place up, so I got that wrong. But if an explosion happens, it'll be detected outside the hollow too. Won't that draw attention? The enemy must have thought of this too. If they're still planning to go through with it, getting rid of stuff here must be more important. At that point, whether the explosion gets noticed or not won't even matter. That makes sense. By the way, what's this important data they mentioned in the log? They even want to destroy it ahead of time. I'm so curious. Judging by the date, they have already dealt with it by now. No point dwelling on it. Let's focus on finding info about the password instead. Found it right here. Current password, first and last digit -1. Perfect, write it down, and now that we've found all the log pages, we can figure out the current password.
We've got all the clues for the code. Let's try to figure it out.
Okay. Yeah, know the correct codes. Yeah, or we can just ask Fairy. Yeah, initial to the tab, middle increased, then the first and last decreased. Very master, here's... That's not a hint, Fairy.
Captain, look up. I just saw something on the poster, something we have seen before. Look up on the poster.
That symbol. It's the Exaltists again. Okay, wait. If the Exalt... Is this a Porsa Lumex or an Exaltist thing then? Or is that just a post that someone just hung up? Perhaps unaware of the affiliation?
Many of the tops do work with Exaltists, so...
Monsters.
Yeah, it could just be interfactional warfare.
Quite a few Obscuras have fallen in. So shards got out.
Uh,
But why is this place so torn up? What on earth happened?
Besides this open workshop, there are also a few other buildings by the cliff back there. They all seem to be part of the factory.
did they try to destroy the
Let's
place
take care of the
already but
monsters
failed?
first. Then we'll figure out how to get over there and investigate.
Let's see.
Is the elevator up ahead still working?
Let's see. Trucker just
Is
waking
the
up.
elevator
Only
ahead
got.
still working?
Yep, shut up, Belle. This elevator seems to be the only way into the building behind us, Belle. Can you get it running? Yep. Someone shouting for no clear reason. Try to start the elevator. Notice freight elevator is offline. Please restore power supply to activate. Of course, it's not that simple. Please do not worry, Master. I've detected 3 intact ether generators on the platforms around the open workshop. They appear to be the power source for the current elevator. If the generators are nearby, let's hurry up and get them running. Hold up. Look, there are obstacles on the platform. Those drawers with the Obscuras have popped out. Those drawers are equipment used to cure Obscura coating, formerly known as thermosetting units. Okay, when that was mentioned earlier, I thought it was the freaking thermostat. There should be a switch nearby to operate them for easy access to the Obscuras. Affirmative. I've detected the thermosetting unit control box located to your front left, Master. So it was right there all along. Looks like the circuit's busted, though, probably because the ground around here was destroyed. Well, how about we split up into 2 teams? Yusa and the others can head up to the platform to work on the generator, while we figure out how to operate the thermosetting units and clear a path for everyone. Right, let's do it. Okay.
Come on.
3 generators.
Let's go fire up the generator.
I'll leave the heat thermosetter unit to you two then, proxies.
No worries. We got this.
Can't believe there are already so many ethereals here. Wasn't this lab making all those Obscura not too long ago?
It's just like when a house is left empty and gets covered in cobwebs in no time.
Got the power up and running.
Okay. I see how this is going to go. The platform is blocked by ejected thermosetting units. Down below, I thought we might be able to climb over them, but now that I'm here, it's gonna be tougher than I thought. Belle, Wise, it's up to you now. Being honest, Minato could probably just throw them over. But oh well. Meanwhile, at the plaza below... Come on, Belle, let's figure out how to move the thermosetting units. Okay. We have to be careful because we are not combat rated. Well, this machine is the device that controls the thermosetting unit, with wires running from here all the way to the device on the wall. The power light is on and the status is normal, but the control button shows that the thermosetting unit is closed. It's clearly ejected, so what's wrong then? The control circuit must be broken somehow, Belle. Let's check along the wires and see what's wrong. Okay. Well, that thing's broken, clearly. The circuit goes into the wall from here. Looking at the indicator light above, the circuit that goes into the wall is fine, but the circuit going out is broken. It's the section in the wall that's the problem. This is a tough one. We can't fix the wiring in the wall. Hey, Belle, have you noticed? The miasma feels pretty strong around this wall. Yeah, I feel it. Could it have something to do with the circuits? Belle, try using your perception technique. Okay, ether particles may sometimes attach to wires inside the hollow. The crosshairs will highlight wires charged with ether particles. Follow the wire to locate the corrosive electric core that's causing the short circuits.
Captain, you're going robotic.
Okay, we'll check it there, but generally that has been mostly on your end. Any better?
My end is fine. My voice connection is green. And it went red.
Okay.
Belle,
Let's
Just
try the
a moment
revelation
then.
technique.
There it is. Okay, that's fixed it. Let's see, back to Trucker. Let's see, only got 3 hours of sleep, have to go to a doctor appointment and then torture session, blood draw, extreme pain from needles, before going back to work for another shift.
Well done, Belle.
Is that a good idea to have blood drawn before work? Or, I'm presuming, I'm probably making a wrong assumption there. I'm presuming it's a blood draw for, for medical tests, instead of blood donation, where a lot more blood would be drawn.
All right, the power is on.
So probably my mistake on that. Okay, actually, while we're here, is there a way for me to check the stats? Nope. That gap was kind of tricky to jump across.
Captain, you will need to resend the screenshot to me.
Okay. There, and there. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I can hear you.
Okay.
What the? Oh, there you go. Again. If it's on my end, why does it get fixed only when you do it? That doesn't make sense.
But what I mean is that whenever you say that I sound robotic, whenever I check back on the recordings for that, the recording is fine. So you are the only one receiving it as robotic.
Yeah, but yet you need to restore your end on the screen share for me to hear you normally. This is strange. Look, maybe it's a case of it's fine on the recording, but the voice you're sending over to me gets interrupted.
Maybe.
That's the only explanation to explain why it only works when you redo the screen share and refuse to work well when I just rejoin the call.
Might be one way to find out if we were to try to look into it, but not really worth the effort probably because it's completely random when it happens. What seems to be.
At least it's simple.
Yeah.
It's not like you need to restore the computer.
Okay. Let's get these slow setting units to reject. Bell, Weiss, I'll leave that to you.
For clarification, people, restoring the computer is easy, just maybe not practical to do middle of a stream.
Let's see. Trucker, I'm not hearing robotic voice, monotone, but not robotic. Yeah, that's just me. Okay. Let's go for it. We have another circuit to fix over here. Okay. It's the same device as before. Let me see. It shows that this thermosetting unit is ejected. Probably the same issue as before. Alright, let's look along the power lines, locate the problem. Okay, just follow this along, and there. Any other problems? There.
Through now. Let's go.
Okay. There we go. Okay, was I too quick with crossing it over there? I got the feeling it was about to pop back out and
I've been
pop
wanting
back
to
in.
ask, don't you think the Obscura look like coffins?
Who's
Do they? And this open workshop is just like a huge mortuary. But without the thermal setter unit, and that'd be... Yuzuha, you're doing it again!
Trucker, so relatively normal for Haley, yeah. Okay.
Belle, it's our turn again.
The elevator is ready.
Are you sure?
You guys
That's
take
just the
elevator.
random cable.
We just spotted a path up top.
See you upstairs.
Currently on floor 1, go to floor 3. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of like that both the siblings are doing something at the same time on the screen, even though one is using the bamboo.
Yeah. But look over there. There's a pretty stable fissure. Fairy, where does that fissure lead? Calculating. Please wait. Calculation complete. This spatial fissure is one-directional, leading to an abandoned residential area at the outskirts of the aerospace city. Hypothesis: it appears to be the evacuation point after preparing the demolition. I see. They put the explosives nearby to make things easier to operate, huh? Yeah, quite a few buildings beyond the corridor, too. Too bad the road here's collapsed. Don't worry, we should be able to find a way, another way around later. Let's go find Yuzuha and the others first.
Belle, let's go find Yuzuha and the others.
Yeah, because basically the only way of defending ourselves we have at the moment is to throw EOS at the ethereals.
There's a monster!
No, trucker. Yep.
Don't worry. We're here.
Okay, that was good timing.
What the heck was those 3 arrows in front of them?
That was the arrows pointing to off-screen enemies.
Ah.
Belle, you two stay back. We've got this.
Right. What were you two talking about over in the corridor?
We found a pretty stable fissure at the far end of the corridor. Explosives piled up near it.
Nope.
It's likely the evacuation point for when the place was rigged to blow.
We can keep going. Let's go check out that building.
What are these? They look similar-ish to the Obscurus, but smaller, and very clearly having some sort of ether contents from the particles, I'm guessing. Even more posters with the stupid symbol.
There are a lot of scuff marks all over the ground. It seems like a fight broke out here.
The marks lead right through the front door. Looks like the hallway beyond connects to another building. But it's hard to tell how big it is inside.
We've got to be getting closer to the truth now.
I agree. But this door? It's pretty heavy. Looks like it got jammed from an impact or something.
Here. Let me give it a try. Nope. It won't budge at all.
When the barbarian rolls a 1 on their strength check.
If it's not even budging for Monato, I don't think we'll be able to open it. What should we do now? Maybe Kama can squeeze through the gap and check things out. Hold on. There may be another way into the building.
No, spotted something? Technically speaking, Alice is all ears, but
Come on.
hers, I think a certain swordswoman still has the bigger ears, huh?
Really? I'm all ears.
Look! Near the ceiling on the left, there's a ventilation duct connecting the 2 buildings. It should be big enough for us to fit.
Oh yeah, the Metal Gear Solid ventilation systems.
What's wrong, Yuzuha?
It's nothing. I just remembered a rat got into my house a few days ago. Probably came in through something like this.
I think it's time for Yuzuha's slice of trauma to be shared.
A rat? Since when?
Also, Jane, what were you doing in Phalum Heights? Rat Siren.
Monato, now's not really the time for that. Anyway, back on track. I agree with Alice. We should be able to...